Test, test. Welcome back to the third episode of my first art project, Do It Yourself, where it takes a lot more time than I expected. So guys, what happened previously? On the last two videos, I found a piece of wood that belonged to my dad's place that was just laying there in the garden, wet, a bit big as well. Very hard to work on for a first project, but it was great. So I cut it, I tried to make a nice form to get my sock, and that's the final result. Well, technically not final, but close to final. How do I feel about it? Well, I'm quite satisfied. It's alright. It took a long time, but we'll work with it. But guys, the best part of the project, well, maybe not the best, but the one that interests you the most is the statuette. Is the thing that we're gonna lay on top of that wooden piece that I just did. And that one is made out of dirt. It doesn't sound very sexy, but at least it's easier to work with than wood, which is a bit hard. So, before getting into the details of making that statuette, which doesn't exist yet, let's get back into some sketches to see what we're gonna do and what we're planning to do. Right, so guys, to get back into it, these are the 4 different sketches that are gonna be done with clay again. And as you can see, I reworked a bit over them since episode 1. So that's from episode 1. You can see the sketches are horrible. So I did take a lot of time to do each and every face again, and that's where the most detail changed, to be honest. And you can see the 4 different faces with the 4 different countries where my dad's been to in his youth. But wait, Alec, isn't that going to take so much time? Yeah, probably will. Not very lucky of me, right? Being that ambitious at the start of the project and planning everything like this. Well, now I have to commit. I gotta do it. And it'll take some time. Alright guys, as usual, it's raining. And I've got a new technique to go to the atelier because it's quite far away and I always get very wet. That's my bike. Let's go. So, after arriving at the atelier, it was my first time there, I talked to someone. This someone is Damien. Damien is the goat of the atelier. He can master any wood, clay techniques. He taught me a lot the first session for sure. So guys, you're probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, yeah, I've kind of rafistollated a bit of wood together so I have my dimensions properly and I can replicate them. And if you're wondering, this is a bit how it looks like. I'm doing what we call in French a bas-relief, and that's basically putting clay inside this wooden frame so it's pretty much equal. I know what you're thinking. I said out loud, written in the video titles, that I'm gonna do an art project. Do it yourself. Well, I didn't really lie to you guys. Well, I'm not sure, but going to the atelier once was really necessary for me. To learn the techniques, to steal all the best tips from Damien. Well, he knows about it, so it's not technically not stealing, but yeah guys, I hope you understand, and the rest of course I will do myself at home, struggling again. It's nice to have a professional next to me just for one tablet, so at least one side is gonna look good. I hope. Guys, I'm finally finished with putting all the dirt in the bas-relief. I never thought it would take so much time to do the structure, putting it there. And yeah, I'm starting to draw, so I'm starting to get creative. I mean, not really, because the drawing was already done, but I'm reporting it on the dirt and I'm having a lot of fun while doing it. That's the thing. That's probably the only thing that I know how to do, and that's why I'm pretty quick at it, confident. Reporting, I chose the first drawing. Guys, I want to show you a special technique which I've used here, which made my life much easier. Instead of just putting dirt on my surface and sticking it slowly with the knife, I could also just draw into a layer of clay and carve into it, cut it out, just like I'm doing right now, and then I'm gonna glue it on the surface. So that made my life very much easier. especially for the numbers where you have many lines, small details, small circles to take off. So yeah, that was a huge help. Yes, slowly getting there. I'm getting used to the techniques, to the tools, slightly more than before. So as you can see, I'm trying to reproduce this kind of flowery, I'm not even sure how to call that, I just imagined it, I just put it there. So it did take quite some time, but that's a lot of fun to do, and you can see I'm going into the details, but not too much as well. I don't want to lose too much time, and I know I still have a lot to do, so yeah. The final chapter is definitely the most difficult one. Making the face is what I was really scared of, because that's, to be honest, the most difficult part that requires the most skill, and you know, you have to add some texture, you need to recognize the faces, and that's just very hard to do. So what I started with is just putting a bit of dirt there, and then I trace my lines to see where I'm putting the eyes. And then I'm going to do a very special technique which Damien taught me. It's pinching together my two fingers to get the eyes, or like the, I'm not sure how to say it, the round thing where the eyes lay. Well, basically, even if I cannot speaking English, I tried doing that, try adding the lips afterwards, and just giving some overall texture to the face bit by bit by adding some clay, removing some, and of course I have my model, which you don't see, but which I work with a lot. As you can see, it's starting to look like something, or at least like someone, so it's not detailed and fine enough yet, but you can for sure recognize the eyes, and I've started putting some hair as well. The nose is looking pretty clean, that's probably what I did best on this face, and yeah. Alright guys, as you can see, it took a long time to do the first side of the tablet. I'm gonna do the other three at home in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching till the end. And please don't hesitate to support, to like, to comment, ask you questions. So yeah, I'm doing this for fun, but of course it helps if more people follow. So guys, thank you and see you very soon.